Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are right here. This is Two Harbors, Minnesota. That's the mighty Lake Superior right there. It's early morning. I'm getting ready to load up. Spotty rain on and off. I got storms coming in on me. Actually, we're trucking east. We're going to cut down through Duluth. I'm going to be driving straight into them. Oh well, part of travel. Anyway, kind of enjoying my morning. Had a cup of coffee out here. Absolutely no wind, which is a plus. So I thought I'd show it to you. One last look before we get out of this great state of Minnesota. Nice campground. I'd stay here again. All right. All aboard. Let's go. This is going to be a driving day. Got about 250 miles to do. I want to get down to Iron Mountain, right on the Michigan-Wisconsin state line. Look at that, got a little sunshine yet. Yay. Well, the whole time in this area of Minnesota, it's been hit and miss with weather. It's hot as a pistol right now too. It's hot and humid. It did not cool down much overnight. I had to run my AC in the van pretty much all night. I'm kind of impressed though with this north shoreline along Lake Superior here in Minnesota. Just a small section that we explored over the last few days has been quite a little journey. Lighthouses, waterfalls, state parks, camping. Pretty cool. I would definitely come back here in a heartbeat. Alright, we're gonna cut through. Yesterday I did downtown. I'm not driving through there again. Actually, once we get out of the town here, just right up the road, they call it a scenic highway, scenic byway. Basically a frontage road that follows the water. There's a couple little stops we can make as we're heading out of Minnesota. And I'm all fueled up, got plenty of fuel, stocked up with food, good to go. Alright, well, I got Google Maps on the phone fired up. tell me which direction to turn. And sometimes I listen. All right. All right, let's go find that scenic highway, huh? That was pretty quick. Right there's a sign for it. We need to make a left here. It should follow, when you look at it on the maps, it follows a pretty good chunk of the shoreline. It kind of zigzags out a little bit. There's a couple places to pull off, so we'll find them. Here we go. Getting some wind. I could feel it shoving the van around a little bit. It was calm when we left the campground. Not sure what this is. Pretty big memorial. This is Buchanan. This town site was named after President Buchanan. 1856. Then it just kind of went away. Okay. Welcome to Buchanan. Ooh, look at the rocks. Yeah, look. The water's getting choppy already. That wind is really stirring it up, isn't it? I keep thinking when we go to all those lighthouses, all the shipwreck signs they have. Wonder how many are laying out there no one knows about. Okay, well, kind of our last look here at the big lake. This is the biggest of the Great Lakes. There's a path here. You want to go down there? Yes? No? Yeah? Heck yeah. Right down here in the rocks. Here's your Lake Superior Zen moment. All right, we're off. We got a lot of miles to do today. Get down to Iron Mountain. All right, should be another pull out up here. French River. Here it is. Looks like some government building across there. Yeah, I see storyboards. Cool. Yeah, that's something to do with the state, looks like. Wow, a few white caps out there now. The wind's really picking up. Well, weather said storm's coming in, and I'm going to drive straight into them because after a couple 100 miles, we're going to be across a good chunk of Michigan over towards Lake Michigan. Wow, that's fancy, huh? There's the French River. Cool little bridge. This is all wood, that pressed wood, those beams. You think the weather would really take a toll. The North Shore Scenic Drive. That is one fancy map. New way to travel. Some of the old history of the area. A lot of homes. I passed hundreds of homes driving down through here with their back window looking straight out to Lake Superior. We are right down there. We're almost at the end of it. Alright, what do you say? You want to head to Wisconsin? Yeah, why not? Alright, we're crossing the French River. Next stop is Duluth. Yeah, big fancy homes on this stretch. What a view they have. Wonder what it's like in the winter though when the freezing storms come blowing in. Everything turns into an icicle. What's this? Looks like a little harbor. Boating harbor. There's a breakwater, protect the harbor and the bay. Yep. Big parking lot. Made it to the end. Now we got to get on this busy highway. We're going to actually be on freeways. Yuck. Once we get into Duluth. I think it's I-35. I forget them all. The one that crosses over into Wisconsin. Welcome to Duluth, Minnesota. Right down here at the very corner of the state. Road construction, I-35 South. I think that's it. I got the phone tuned in, so I'm just gonna follow that. We're definitely gonna cross over into Wisconsin. This is a major city here. And it's about 6:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna probably pick up a little traffic. People going to work. Ooh, tunnels. There you see a lot of the skyline. Another underpass. At least traffic's moving for us. Our cutover should be coming up fairly quick. 35. More road construction coming up. Oh, look at this. We're losing our lanes. Our turnoff should be coming up in 1.25 miles, according to that sign. All brand new road here. All right, I have to get over. My exit is right here. All right, hang on to your coffee. Here we go. RVerTV Express coming through. Keep going, keep going. Yay, made it. There's our bridge we're going to cross. Up here's the famous Duluth Harbor that's always on YouTube. They got like a dozen live stream cameras. They film all the big ships coming in. All of it. All of this is closed off. Oh wow, I gotta exit. And I need to, okay, make a left here. All right. We're gaining on it. Okay, get ready. About the middle of the bridge is the state line. Welcome to Wisconsin. Made it across. So long, Minnesota. That was quite a journey through that state. Hope you enjoyed all the videos going through there. Big, gigantic ports. Huge concrete silos there. Just massive. Okay, this is Superior, Wisconsin. We ought to be connecting up with Highway 53. Yep. Which will dump us right into Highway 2. We're going to stay on Highway 2 clear across. And no rain yet. That's a good thing. Okay, now I have videoed this area before. To east, that's what we want. Also, the upper peninsula of Michigan I have done twice extensively, so I'm not heading that direction. This year I want to drop down. That's why we're heading down to Iron Mountain. And then we're going to do the northern shoreline of Lake Michigan a little bit. So something different this year. That's why today's a drive day. But I'm hoping the weather don't get me once we get down to Iron Mountain. We're going to do a little exploring around there. I found an RV park that's right on the state line. I mean, literally on the state line. All right, I'll kick the cameras on when I find something good. Welcome to Crystal Falls, Michigan. I've been driving through in and out of rainstorms for the last 100 mile, at least, over 100. We're getting fairly close to Iron Mountain. I tried putting the camera outside once, and all it did was get soaking wet. That's all right. I did take a little break, and I found there's a pretty cool local historical place and museum in Iron Mountain that we can visit, rain or shine, before we get to the campground. Road's decent. I also hit some road construction about 50 miles back. Somewhere up here I gotta make a right. We're gonna drop south. start gaining on it though. Part of it, this is part of travel, part of what I do. Not every day is a blue sky day, but you still got to make the best of it. That's why on bad weather days like this, I like to get a few miles in. Get ahead of the travel. Because in a day or so, we're going to be right along the shoreline of Lake Michigan. Yay. Weather permitting. Or not. Found a little rest stop. You can see there's the Wisconsin-Michigan state line. We're right on it. So that's our goal today, is get to Iron Mountain and tomorrow. Look at all them bugs. Wow. Iron country, it's all mining here. This is a roadside park. Department of Transportation of Michigan. Very busy highway. I've traveled to a couple times across. I don't remember it well. But like I said earlier, I've filmed the upper part of Michigan a couple times extensively, clear up to Copper Harbor and all those places. It's all neat. All right, let's do some more miles. Let's get down to Iron Mountain. Trees everywhere. All the roads are tree lined. It's not much to see once you get on these highways till you actually get into a town. I bet fall colors here would just be beautiful. Let's see, what do we have here? Little town called Florence. Right along the state line. Gas station. See what we can find here in Florence. Raindrops quit hitting the windshield, so we're a lot better off. Dollar store. Everyone's got a dollar store. Here is downtown Florence. Old brick buildings. Got some side-by-sides there. Auto parts. I need to pull off and let these cars get past me. I'm really holding up the show here. Local cafe. All right, watch this parade go by. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no one's behind. I don't blame them. They're in a hurry and I'm not. Well, cute little town. But I've been in this van most of the day. I'm kind of looking forward to get down to Iron Mountain, which isn't too far. I just realized something. We're in Wisconsin. Go figure. It says right here in the phone, Florence, Wisconsin. Where in the heck do we cross the state line? I know the river we're kind of following is the state line. Well, I don't want to stop and check, but I'll look at that later. We're actually in Wisconsin right at the moment. Okay, here we go. Check this out. I did stop. It was driving me nuts not to know. We're going to cross this river. We just left Wisconsin. Now look at the blue sign. We're back in Michigan. And the RV park is off to the right, back about a half mile, which I think will be on the Wisconsin side. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. All right. We're here. Iron Mountain's just a couple miles up here. Welcome to Iron Mountain, Michigan. Yay! Not Wisconsin, Michigan. That was tricky. I never even thought about crossing state lines back there. Alright, I'm gonna head out for that. It's like a historical center, museum, supposed to have World War II stuff in it. Aircraft, I think. Then we'll head for the campground. A&W root beer stand. When's the last time you seen one of those? Actually, that sounds kind of good, doesn't it? Alright, coming up is my turn. I'll explore town tomorrow when we leave. I'll make this stop and we'll call it a day. And it looks like it's back here just a few blocks. Must be that building right there. It's supposed to have a big glider in there too. I think that's it. Good. I'm done driving. RV park's about 2 miles from here. We made it. Good job, everyone. Cornish Pump Mining Museum. Very cool. Check out This air pump from back in the day. And they restored it and saved it. They built the building over it and saved it. This is part of this town's legacy. Huge mining operations. Iron mining, 1894. Plus, Ford Motor Company. This was a huge place for Ford Motor, a foundry, I think. The airport's named Ford. Well, we're in Michigan, huh? Wow. Mining history right here. But the size of this pump, it's insane. Old miners. Wouldn't it be fun to hear their story, huh? I know the camera doesn't do it justice. This is in a big concrete pit, too. That goes down there a ways. Steam driven. That would have been something to hear this thing pumping. My goodness. And they built the building over it to save it. There's other buildings too. They got 3 buildings here to go through. The lady in the other room took my money. She goes, "You'll be amazed when you walk through that door." And I go, "Whatever." Yeah, I am. I am amazed. There's the old bell. Every museum has a bell. Different pictures of all the miners, railroad cars, and that thing, the size of that wheel. See how far down it goes in the ground? Huh. I have never in my life seen anything like that. Oh, cool. Here's a sign for it. Steam Age Wonder. Pumping steam engine. Built in 1890 by the Alice Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Huh. Well, they built it well. It's still here. 130 years later. Wow. Cool. More miners. Well, if Ford cars, they were getting all their ore from here, it had to have been massive. Okay, well, we got a little bit more to go through. Go check out some of the other rooms. Stories about Ford Motor Plant here. Wonder if Ford is still here. Getting this ore, probably not. They built this town probably then. Wow. History. You just never know. Old blacksmith tools. You just never know what you're going to find these places. Henry Ford purchased it 1920 to 1951, 430,000 acres. Oof. Wow. That was the backbone of this town here, 1920 to the 50s. Just massive. I'll be darned. Water towers, a whole infrastructure. Look at that, even their own hospital Ford had here. Well, mining cars, all that from way back. Kind of well done. Got a little wooden walkway in here. Well, the ticket I bought to get in here is good for all the buildings. We'll go find another one. Logging history. All the loggers got their carts. Wow. Wagons, they were sleighs. Pull it through the snow. My goodness. What's this? Von Platten Fox Lumber Company. Clear up to 1943. All the tree rings, the growth. That is old. This little sign says 300 years old, 1611 to 1962. Someone counted those rings. Can you imagine getting up to like 295 and they miscount? Oops. All right, let's find another building. Just felt a couple raindrops hit me, but I don't care. We're here. No more driving today. World War II gliders in here. Old Ford cars in here. Everything Ford. Wood-sided car. That thing's in mint condition. 1946 Sportsman convertible. That is absolutely mint condition. Another one. That's a hard top. Old gas pump. 1939 Woody Deluxe station wagon. All wood doors. Wow. Well, they better have Fords in here, no Chevys, huh? Little planes up there. You know, Ford built planes. He built a lot of stuff. And uniforms. Honoring servicemen in here. There's that big glider out back there. Probably a little Ford tractor, huh? Could you imagine? No engine on that thing. Load up and let's go glide. Wow. This is a first class setup here, museum. Everything very well displayed. Not sure how big Iron Mountain is. I guess good sized town. Let's peek inside. Got wood benches, seat belts. It could haul all those troops as a glider. There's the structure of it. I'll be darned. They flew in these things. Huh. I have never ever seen a glider like this. Looks heavy though, doesn't it? Time you get troops in there. Well, they must have had it figured out though. There's pictures of them. Oh, no way, the nose came up. And they could haul a Jeep in it. Wow. Wonder how many of them wrecked. Imagine putting a Jeep in that with no engine. Woohoo. Oh, no, there's some wrecked ones. Ooh. Oh, no. It munched good. Look at that. The front of it lifts straight up. Ouch. Huh. Well, part of our history. All right, we did our loop around in here. There's one more building to go through. It's supposed to have local history in it. Yeah, these cars are just mint. Absolutely mint condition. Huh. But they still run too. Load up the family and go have a picnic in your station wagon. Those days are long gone, huh? Wow. Of course, back then you could travel roads at a lot of picnic areas. Last building. Still hasn't cleared up out here yet. Well, between that gigantic air pump and that glider, I'd say this is one cool stop. Well, they have everything inside little rooms with glass over it. Part of their local history here in Iron Mountain. Old fridge. Natural gas, probably. Barbershop pole. Seems not too personal though when they put it in cabinets and like this. You can't get up close, but they're protecting it, I guess. There you go. Barbershop. Get a haircut. Apple peeler. There's your general store. Got the old scale. All the little kids will come in and stare at the candy dish, huh? Glassware dishes. A little bit of everything in here. All right. Ooh, here's my section. Cameras. Yay. Doll collection. Not bad. I just don't care for everything being in cases. But I understand it. They got to protect it. Oh boy, it got dark on me. These clouds look like they're getting ready to unload. Well, only got a couple miles over to the RV park, and actually I checked the map. I can take back streets over there. I don't even have to go back out to the main highway. Just one night here, and then we're gonna keep trucking towards Lake Michigan. Well, very, very well done. My goodness, if you get a chance, if you're up in this area, definitely stop and see this stuff. Those cars, the glider, that pump, that's world class. They have spent a huge effort and a lot of money to preserve all this stuff. Well done, Iron Mountain. What's this? I didn't get. Oh, more history on that pump. Cornish pump. Wow. Lifting 200 tons of water per minute. 200 tons. Well, water weighs 8 pounds a gallon, so you can figure it out from there. All right, here we go. Go to the park, get set up for a well-deserved evening's rest. Almost feels like it's turning nighttime. Really darkened up. Oh, look at these guys running. I used to be able to do that. Yeah, right. Okay, I need to make a left here. I'm just gonna cut up. It's a river road. We'll take right back into the RV park. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for free newsletter. Putting one out once a month now. We got articles, pictures, all kinds of cool stuff, downloadable puzzles, word search games, all that, all free. Comes in the newsletter. Also got a merch shop. Armchair Traveler series is out. Hats, coffee mugs, t-shirts. Also, we have the 2025, heck yeah, RVerTV travel series out as well. Those are hats and shirts and mugs too, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, cutting across this great state of Wisconsin and Michigan to Iron Mountain, exploring these museums. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Here it is, Rivers Bend Campground and RV Park. Did you see that concrete section going across the road? Those are for snowmobiles. I found that out a couple years ago. They do that so the snowmobiles don't tear it up in the winter. Alright, campground should be back here a little bit. I found this online, nothing special. And we are on the Michigan side of the river. Across the river will be Wisconsin. That is a huge fifth wheel trailer. Wow, this is nice in here. All green grass lots. Looks like a lot of these folks stay here kind of permanent. Here's the office. All right, let me go get checked in. I'll be right back. Alright, they got all kinds of park models in here. People got their private docks. This is a really, really nice RV park, campground, and mobile home park. Well, I hope you enjoyed our journey today. It was a lot of miles, a lot of road traffic, but hey, you got to do it sometimes. And when the weather's bad, that's a good time to pick up the pace. Because we haven't even started yet. Oh man, we are just getting going. We got a long ways to go, still trucking east. So I'm gonna sit back, put my feet up tonight right here on this Michigan-Wisconsin state line in the river. Maybe might take a little walk later. Hopefully the humidity backs off a little bit, but who knows. Journey continues. Talk soon.